Hi, good morning, all.
Good morning, Vijay.
Good morning. Good morning, Mary. Good morning, Priyanka. Good morning, Tarun.
Good morning, sir.
So, this is our first session for the Java and the advanced Java. So, first, I'll introduce for myself. So, my name is Vijay Kumbar. I have total 8 years of experience in the Java and the advanced Java. Currently working as a project architect, and I have a multiple role. Like I worked on multiple projects along with the deployments and everything with the cloud. So today first we'll discuss about some of the basics of the Java. Like before we start with the like for any language for the Java platform, core Java is more important in the fundamentally. And this is the base for all the other languages. Like it's a Roo or Spring Boot, Spring MVC, Advanced Java. For all these concepts, core Java is the most important. So to start with my session, I'll start with the core Java first. For the high level, it is just a
Yeah,
brush up.
that's a
And
high level is fine. Yeah.
so we'll start with the basic brush up kind of session for today's. So this will be an interactive session. So you can ask the queries at any point of time. Am I audible?
Vijay, it's visible and audible. Yeah, it's good.
Great. Okay, so this is about the introduction of Java. So Java, as we know that Java is a programming language. The basic concept, like it is written for the write once, runs anywhere. It is sorry. Huh. Whatever we write in a code that is in a byte code of the JVM. It's a Java interpreter. Interprets the compile code. Actually, it's an architecture level discussion just for a high level. It's a software simulated CPU architecture. It's a cross platform. It supports a multiple operating system to run the same code so that we as we know that it's a platform independency. And the JRE, the Java runtime environment, it's a predefined set of the classes which are already used for available use, ready to use. You can use it and you can start working on it. Like in the core Java APIs, it's a basic utilities, IO packages, graphics, networks. These all the APIs are already defined. So, so so it is all about history of the Java, like as Sun.
We can move on maybe next. Yeah.
Yeah. So Tarun, have you worked on other operating systems other than this Windows, like Linux based or Red Hat based?
So there was a project wherein which our code was deployed in there. So we used to debug and check the logs on that. Yeah, Linux.
Yeah, that will be great.
Mhm.
So you must be having idea about the like on the different arcade operating system. See,
Mhm.
and any tools which you are comfortable. This is for all question for all like J, Mayuri and Priyanka. I'm just running the slides.
Mhm. So Eclipse right now, you're talking about the development environment. I
Queries.
mean, this IDE tools in the sense.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so right now a lot of people are using IntelliJ. I had to pick it up, but right now I'm in the Eclipse only.
Yeah, even I'm feeling the same one.
Okay, so compile and run. Okay, first
Mm.
this is fine. Yeah,
This is just a features.
these are prepared by you, Vijay. These are good slides.
Yes. So this is prepared by me only. So it just will discuss that how the Java is different from all other languages.
Let's discuss that. Yeah, that's a good point.
Hmm. So for the Java, first we'll discuss with the Java and the C. So all languages base is a C only. On that language only, every language has got developed with the fundamentally and the conceptually. So Java is completely object oriented, while C is only procedural oriented languages. So C has the top to down, bottom approach, whereas Java uses the base approach. While Java is the base approach for this, and the difference of it's a Java supports the overloading, while C doesn't support the overloading in any one of the method. So these are the some high level. We'll come to the Java versus C++. Java is originally made derived from the C++. C++ is the both procedural as well as the object-oriented languages, while the Java is purely object-oriented language. Both languages have the different objective, which means that there are many differences. And the pointer where we in C++, we always write like to destroy the any object, we need to have the defined destructor. But in the Java, it has an inbuilt system. It's a garbage collector. Whenever this object got destroyed from the memory, then the automatically our Java will execute the garbage collector for us. If we want to execute externally, we can execute that well, that as well from system.gc. And the Java and the next differences with respect to
Hold on. So the third last point, Java versus C++. Java is much slower than C++.
yeah.
Does it make C++? So we have a hardware companies like the electronics companies which uses C or C++ as a coding language. They are, because they are dealing with the hardware of the car or hardware of the machines, right?
Yes, yes, right.
So they are still using C, or they are using C++ also?
No, they are using both C and C++.
Oh.
Actually, these are the main languages like on which games will be created,
Mm-hmm.
and C++ is tends to perform the fastest, and those are written in the Java.
Okay. So you're saying video games also are coded in C and C++ only.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, move on. Yeah, we can move.
So we'll discuss with respect to the .NET framework. It is more about the similar syntax of the Java. So whatever the things are available in the Java, those are similarly available in .NET. Actually, .NET means Microsoft platform has tried to what we can say challenge the Java framework, because the .NET framework doesn't support the platform independency, whereas Java will work on all platforms. Like it can run on anywhere. Just you need to compile the code and deploy it on that instance. So operating system will take care of it for the further executions. But in case of the .NET, it will fails. .NET framework. We need to install the all the plugins with respect to the operating system, and it will work on only Windows platform.
Mm-hmm.
Next, we will move on to the Java versus Python. Currently, the Python is very highly used language and very popular in nowadays. But Python is not a pure object-oriented language. That is the biggest difference for the Java versus Python. Python is an interpreted language, while the Java is an interpreted language. It is compiled language. So for each execution, whatever we code, that will be compiled first, then it will even to the interpreter will understand and deploy.
And then the
Many
execution will happen. Okay.
correct, correct. Many
But
large
even we do compile Java's code, and our code also makes compiled files. So
correct. In our case, whenever we compile the file from the .java, it will convert it into the bytecode file, .class file. But in
yes.
case of Python, I think there is no compilation is required. It is directly interpreted, similar to the JavaScript kind of it.
It's like with Java, you have one step more because you have to interpret it and then you have to execute it.
Right.
Hmm?
And the Java has the bigger support with respect to the technology, as it's an open source. I have one question for you guys. Like, what is the latest version of the Java?
I'm using 11 yeah, JDK 1.8.
And from which version you started working on the Java?
Mm.
Hmm?
I think when I
That
was using the
was
tool, it was much
okay.
lower. It was not even like JDK 11 I'm using right now. I don't remember
Yeah.
Vijay,
Okay. It's okay.
but it
No.
is like many years, like 7 6 7 years and all before that.
Mhm. Okay. So the job opportunities with the respect to the Java development path with in accordance with full stack. So as a fresher, it's a Java. I'll discuss this is on a high level. It's a junior Java developer, senior Java developer, Java web developer, Java it's DevOps engineer, solution architect, full stack Java developer, Scrum master, project lead, associate project manager, and project manager. This will differ from company to company. Each company has their own designations. For the product-based companies, they have the analyst, system analyst, senior system analyst, team lead, that kind of roles. But whenever it comes to the service-based industry, they have their different roles. Like it's a developer. Some of the companies say it's an engineer. Likewise.
Nowadays, it is engineer they are using more in industry.
Yeah.
So the solution architect role is there. So whenever we interact in future,
Hmm.
you may keep like this aspect in mind. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead, Vijay.
Huh. So, so the this is one slide. Future of the next 5 to 10 years from now. So currently there are some concepts which are coming up in the market. Like so, I'll discuss on a high level. It's in a process automation and the virtualizations. So by 2025, more than 50 billion devices will be connected to the industrial. It's an IoT platform. The research has been done for this. Next point is for the
So
distributed infrastructure.
zettabyte, it is beyond some. It's a huge data, maybe.
Yeah, right. So the next point is for the distributed infrastructure. Earlier days, we means in the before the AWS on the before the cloud, there were we need to maintain the data centers to have those
Mm-hmm.
servers.
Mm-hmm.
But once AWS means cloud solution came into the market, the picture has got changed. Earlier it was on a single zone, then they have introduced a multiple zone, and now the highly trending it's a hybrid cloud zone, wherein you have to deploy these. So means you have to create the instance in different cloud provider. I'll take an example like you have to create one application which will have the application server on AWS and which has a database connectivity in sits in a Google Cloud. That kind of architecture it's a currently trending, so that there should be the no
Mhm.
dependency on a single instance only. As AWS gives a 99.9 this availability, but still it's an disaster recovery kind of planning need to make. Then the next point is applied artificial intelligence. By 2024, AI generated speech will be behind more than the 50% of the people's interactions with the computers. Companies are still searching to way to use AI in efficiency through the consultancy says. While any company can get the good value from the AI if it's applied effectively and a repeatable way, less than the one quarter of the respondent report significant bottom line impact. The next point is for the future of the programming. Get ready for the software 2.0, where the new where the neural
Neural
network,
networks,
yeah,
brain mappings, yeah, machine learning.
machine learning, write code, and they create the new softwares. This
Oh,
trends
that's huge.
hmm, makes possible and the rapid scaling and the diffusion of the new data reach, AI-driven capabilities, according to McKinsey. In the part, it's a more about an automation perspective for the future. Like write once and it will be for a longer time. So machine learning, artificial intelligence, in the development area, we have a concept for the DevOps, wherein there is no need to the person for the release manager. As a developer, he can prepare the build, he can deploy the instance, he or she can deploy these on the various instances. There is so many automation tools came for the this
DevOps, right? Jenkins is there, GitHub Jenkins is there, and
GitHub,
then you have
Jenkins,
SonarQube and
correct.
all the scanning. Mm.
Okay. So this is the similar competitors for the particular technologies. So Node.js is one of them. RxJS and the Flutters. This is about the brief certifications of the Java. Oracle Certified Java EE Enterprise Edition Application Developer. Then it's an Associate SE8, Certified Professional SE8, Cloud Foundation. And there are some cloud based certification also required, like it's a cloud solution practitioner and the cloud solution architect. For each area of interest, they have the different certifications for the Java as well as the cloud side.
Mhm.
So for the Java level, it's like it's a starts from the SE till the architect level. This is just a high level brief.
Yeah, introduction kind of.
Yeah.
I think it's fine. Like these are facts you have written. Like these are questions for us. Like class loader, you are talking about JRE runtime environment and the JVM,
Hmm.
and it looks for a main method which has to be public, otherwise
Correct.
it will not be able to run it. That's what
Correct.
you're looking for.
Hmm. So this was the first presentation. Okay, for today's session, what we'll do, we'll discuss without the PPT for advanced Java. So as in a Java, there are the multiple editions are available like J2E, J2ME, and J2SE. So base is a J2SE, Java Standard Edition, Java Micro Based Edition, and Java Enterprise Edition. So to the start with the advanced Java, we will be just 1 minute. Okay, first we'll go with the standard edition. So any ideas why the standard edition came into the thought process for the Java? In which type of applications we can develop through the standard edition?
I am not the right guy to answer this. I just like use it and just use it whenever it requires. Then go in this
Yeah,
detail.
yeah.
But yeah, others are there.
Priyanka, Mayuri. So the Java J2SE is the application which are created on J2SE platform. Those are basically two types. One is the GUI based and another is a command line interface applications. Whenever we want to, I'll give an example like for the GUI based application, it's on a calculator, it's an and which is running on a single instance of a machine. Those application will be developed in the standard edition. And for the there is one concept which is a part of advanced Java in a J2SE platform. So it is JDBC part. And for the advanced Java, it has a Servlet and the JSPs. So this is all about the basic related Java. So I hope all the questions are answered. Just
Oh,
maybe.
so we talked about standard edition, which you
Yes.
called that. Okay, it's one single instance is running, and there is an
Yeah.
application like a calculator. It makes sense. But
Mm.
when you move to enterprise edition, what is in your mind? Like you're talking about applications, like end to end,
Yes.
like
So
I
with the
mean,
J2EE, it has a web-based application. The basic thought process for the J2EE, where we have a requirement to deal with the multiple systems. To deal with the multiple system, we always deploy the applications over the. I'll give an example like say Gmail.com, LinkedIn, or any browser-based application. All the applications conceptually is designed in a J2EE platform, J2E platform. So J2EE, it's also say will be known as J2E platform.
and J2M. I think you use the word
Yeah,
J2M.
J2ME. So at in the earlier days of the Java, so the Java is used for the mobile development as well, like the Symbian series. Hope you are aware about this, like Nokia series.
Yeah, it
Nokia
was a Symbian
series.
operating system.
Yeah, so
It failed,
Symbian.
I think. Mm.
Yeah, actually, that at that particular time, Java, Nokia got an offer to upgrade with Android systems, but as they are overconfident to the market, like so they got failed for the Nokia.
Mm-hmm.
Then the Google has done the R&Ds with the Android, and it is one of the most popular in the world right now. Otherwise, if the Nokia has took that chance, so Nokia will be the more in similar the popularity. It will still remain exist. But now where Nokia is also started on the Android portion. So this is the editions related information. So from tomorrow we will start. So this is the first session. So we'll keep it with here only.
So maybe we can not if you are not having in mind in a technical discussion, maybe we can have a different discussion about industry, like what kind of problems you are facing today and those kind of stuff.
Yeah, that we can discuss. So currently the have you heard about the blockchain?
A lot, yes. This coin digital currency is based on that, the ledger and all. But
Mm.
how actually it is implemented, how actually it is coded, that I don't know.
Yeah. So those types of codings are written in the Java as well. Like it's a uses and a data structures, complete data structures for the blockchain built up. Each key has a value, checks and hashing. So blockchain is the most popular for that only. Like it checks the each and every element of your currency of the token. It gives a token to the sender and requester pair. So that's when it's a more secure. There are many people who mines the bitcoins.
So you're saying bitcoins are nothing but these tokens?
Yes. So the person who has in earlier days, the person who has invented the bitcoin, he has a lots of bitcoins, and these are the digital assets. So you can transfer it to the anyone. So at that time, the bitcoin was on around $1. There are like in pieces of dollars, cents. He got started with. He has stored that all this information in a wallet, digital wallet, and he don't know where he has kept that all wallet. So it's almost destroyed, the Bitcoin inventor. Okay, so I'll tell you the my journey for my working, for my education and this.
So if you wish to stop recording, you can.
So I have completed my MCA in the MIT College, Pune. After that, I started working on some small company. It's a Gujarat-based company for the 5 months. Later on, I got a chance to work with a product-based company that is Indus Software Technologies Private Limited. So I belongs to the Pune. So I I preferred on working with the Pune only. After that, I worked on a service-based industry that is for the Cognizant for 5 months. After that, I moved to the Bajaj Group, and from last 4 years, I'm working with the Bajaj Finance. Here
You
I have
design the products, like the people come to you for a business requirement, and are you part
yes,
of the
yes,
right?
yes,
Okay.
yes. I have involved from a requirement gathering, requirement analysis, impact analysis. Then I prepare the solution for that, in which technology it should work with respect to the UI and the performance perspective and performance tuning respect.
So are they putting that much money in terms of licensing of the products and buying the space of the cloud and everything?
Yes, yes, yes. We have a dedicated team for that, for the cloud infrastructure. So just we need to provide the requirement. That is a separate team. But from a digital perspective, we have to give the complete approach. So in a recent, actually the code was with Bajaj. It was too older. It's almost 4 to 5 years back. So currently we are migrating all the services from normal applications, means web applications, to the microservices. So there is no git or any SCM is involved. So we are creating an architecture for that, for a complete build and deployment lifecycle automated. So the tools which we'll be using for Git, for the source code management, it's a Git we'll be using, or GitLab. That is still under discussion, or a Bitbucket.
Mm-hmm.
And for the deployment, for the build preparation, CI/CD, we will be using Jenkins.
Mm-hmm.
And for APIs, we are browsing for the API gateways on these cloud services that we are looking for.
So it would be complete cloud-based solution.
Yeah, correct. It will be completely cloud-based solutions.
So they bought a platform or bought like entire. I mean, they took a how they're using the cloud. Like they've like a platform wherein which they will be building and deploying all the things, because or a container you're thinking about.
No, that is under the discussion. Just we are from
You're
last
in a high level.
monthly.
Okay.
And there is also one more requirement for the hybrid cloud.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the current trending. Currently, GCP is also coming to the market, which is making the difference with respect to the Google services.
Can you explain it more?
Even I have started the working on.
Okay, it is because a new term. So.
Yeah.
Nice. So if I tell you about my project right now working on, so they have a lot of old. Previously, they were having a lot of old technologies. Say right, the giant integration tools were used, which are sold by IBM, and IBM charged a lot of money, which was heavy. And now they're moving to again the microservices part. So it's a huge transition for them. Client will not do in 1 year. They will take more than 5 years to complete the
Yes,
migration one by one. So that's how
correct.
I am in a position wherein which I will be part of microservices, where I'll seek this opportunity from you to do hands-on, do some real life projects and assignments, those kind of stuff. Okay, it's good we keep this session as an interactive so that it doesn't feel bored to you, and we make it as an interesting talking about these things. Okay, I'm good.
For today, I think we'll wrap up as it's on Sunday.
So when is the next session?
Okay, we'll discuss
I think
another.
let's just stay to that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay then. Thank you guys.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.